If I get corona, I get corona. At the end of the day, I'm not going to let it stop me from partying. You know, I've been waiting. We've been waiting for Miami spring break for a while. About 2 months we've had this trip planned. 2-3 months. So we're just out here having a good time.
You're calling me disrespectful because I've interrupted people, but this gentleman has turned off people's lights in the middle of a global health pandemic. That's what that gentleman did.
Point of order.
And you
like, it's really messing up with my spring break. It's really messing up. I think they're blowing it way out of proportion. I think it's doing way too much.
All the patients in this room, all the feet that you see, they all have COVID.
We had to get a refrigerated truck to store the bodies.
I think I'm disrespectful for interrupting.
Point of order.
This gentleman has had the ability to do any number of things. We could have banned large gatherings. We could have closed the beach.
What are we looking at? This is...
Oh, wow.
A lot of people
doing us bad. We need a refund. This virus ain't that serious.
We could have put a moratorium on utility shutoffs.
I recessed.
Also not within your power, and the attorney has held that that's true.
I recessed the meeting.
While these spring breakers did not adhere to the warnings, an ally, Omari Hardy.
This is a banana republic is what you're turning this place into with your so-called leadership. We should have been talking about this last week. We cut off people's utilities this week and made them pay what could have been their last check to us to turn their lights on in a global health pandemic. But you don't care about that and you didn't want to meet. But every other year you go around and beg people for their votes.
Fought for the disenfranchised in Lake Worth Beach, Florida. We have seen which side of the aisle folks are on in the southeast state.
You're done. Disrespectful.
It's disrespectful is what you've done to the working people in the city.
I didn't do anything.
You failed to act.
Hardy, the city's commissioner, beefed with the town's mayor, Pam Triolo, a Republican, because of a lack of action. He thought the city of 38,000 needed to act quickly to limit the spread. He wanted to ban large public gatherings and the committee to not shut off electric and water accounts, plus establish more protections for its city's workers. For 1 week straight, he tried arranging a meeting, and at every turn, it was rejected. So when they finally met, Hardy broke. I felt strongly that I needed to say the things I said, and the public needed to know how wrong this is, he said. Same with this man, Miami Heat big man, Udonis Haslem. When he saw youthful spring breakers hitting the beach and not taking COVID-19 seriously, he spit his truth through the written word via the Players Tribune. Those kids have never been hungry a day in their life. It's funny, these kids fly down to places like South Beach for a couple days to party, and then they think that's Miami. They've never seen the side of the city that's living check to check, the side of the city that's surviving meal to meal. Haslem is a Florida boy through and through. Born in Miami, grew up in Liberty City, one of the toughest places in this country, and attended the University of Florida. And then he's played with the Miami Heat since 2003. When he speaks on this subject, just shut it and listen. It's been eating me up to see all this coverage of our city from all these people who don't even know what they're talking about, that's just focused on a bunch of kids acting stupid. This ain't your effing beach. This is not your spring break. This stuff is life and death. Haslem speaks of how vital schools remaining open were because, as he puts it, that was the only true meal he received per day, school meals. For a lot of kids, the truth is that school is the only structure they got. It's the only food they could count on. It's the only safety that's guaranteed. Most of all, he wants us to look out for one another.
When you're a leader, you failed to act. You said you didn't do anything. You failed to act.
Akin to Omari Hardy. Looking out for the greater good, Haslem writes, I'll look around on social media in the middle of this disaster and I see a lot of people talking about me. My way of life, my vacation. If we don't start talking about us, then a lot of people are going to suffer, which reminds me.
It's not me, us. That is your campaign slogan. We are all in this together.
He ends up with a very, very simple message. I'm no doctor or no politician, no public health expert, but I know one thing, man. We all got a responsibility to those kids. So where are my OGs at? Who gonna step up for them? If you can afford to donate some money to support meals for the kids who really need it, help out the people at Feeding South Florida. Every $1 provides about 6 meals for people who really need our help right now. If you can't, and believe me, I understand if you can't. If you can't, you can do something real simple. F your spring break, Just keep your ass at home. As of this recording, the beaches have finally emptied. However, Governor Ron DeSantis, who met with Trump cohort Lev Parnas at least 6 times.
Congressman DeSantis, let me turn to an issue that's been plaguing your campaign. One of your donors called President Obama the N-word. You denounced his comments, but you did not return the money. The morning after your primary win, you said Florida voters shouldn't, quote, monkey this up by electing Mayor Gillum.
Yeah, that Ron DeSantis, pictured with the mastermind of Bob Kraft's masseuse parlor scandal, along with countless other Republicans at numerous gatherings, still will not shut down the state in the midst of a global pandemic.